everyone, Eternia here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the high score challenge. Now, I'm looking for a specific medal to show up under the random person list here, and it's still not showing up for me, so we're going to close out until it reappears for me. And that medal is a Gilded Illustrated Shion, which hopefully I can get it to appear. It's been appearing for me every single other time. That would be just my luck, wouldn't it, that it would not appear now that I'm trying to record my video here. Ah, there it is. Okay, so I don't have an illustrated Shion or Axel or HD Axel of my own, so that's why my score is 35%. Now, with that being said, here are my medals and the skills that I have on them. So that is what I'm going in here with. And I am able to complete this high score challenge with these medals as long as everything activates on the cannon guns. And that's why I'm wearing my skill perk outfits in order to make sure that I definitely... well, it's not even definitely. To have a higher chance of defeating the cannon guns at the end of the stage. And one thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about while I'm doing this is I recently have been talking to and watching videos from a YouTuber called Lightkeeper L. And he is a really cool guy who spent a lot of time developing a method to maximize the score that you can get in a high score challenge. And it does require quite a bit of thinking to determine how you want to plan out your attacks in order to make sure that you get the best amount of bonus points by the time you defeat each Heartless. Because what this method does is it determines how many bonus points you get after you defeat a Heartless. And this is determined by your strongest attack that you used against a Heartless. So for example there, at the end, the bonus points that I got were determined based on my Zayix, because he was the strongest hitting attack. He is also the strongest medal on my Keyblade, and so I'm trying to make sure that Zayix does the most hits on enemies. And if Zayix does less hits than 11, then you actually lose points. So sometimes it isn't necessarily ideal to use Zayix. It really depends on what you're up against, but if it's a stronger enemy, you want to make sure that you get as much points off of your strongest medal as you can. So, with that being said, in this situation, I'm not going to use Zayix there, and instead I'm going to use Goofy. Because you see, each hit that Zayix does, he does 0.54 multiplier for each hit that he does. And you figure out this number by taking 5.98 divided by 11, and so that gives you that 0.54 multiplier for each hit that he does. So each hit that he does will be 0.54. Goofy, on the other hand, he has a multiplier of 3.80, and he does 3 attacks, which that equals out to 1.27 multiplier per hit. So that's why in some scenarios I'm actually using Goofy, because he's cheaper special-wise than Zayix, and if I use Zayix throughout the whole thing, I am going to run out of special gauges. And one thing too that you guys want to avoid is just mindlessly swiping an enemy, because you see, each tap that you do against an enemy is actually a ×1 multiplier. But a swipe like that is less than a ×1 multiplier. So most of the time you are actually going to want to tap an enemy instead of swiping unless you're trying to minimize the damage you're doing on an enemy in order to make sure that your stronger hitting metal does more damage to an enemy. So, in this case, if I was strong enough to beat this in one turn, for example, I may have swiped instead of tapped there, but instead I just tapped because honestly all of my metals are basically power except for Bell. So that's why I just kind of tapped there. And I'm going to go ahead and grab the gift shadows here. And this is another case where you don't want to tap these guys, or don't want to swipe at these guys, because you will get less points off of them if you just swipe at these guys. And I'm actually going to use Goofy here just to get more than a regular 1 times 1 multiplier. And like I said, guys, if this sounds confusing, I am sorry. I'm not very good at explaining this, to be perfectly honest. He does a much better job of explaining on his videos. I highly, highly, highly recommend you guys go and watch his videos. It makes a lot more sense when you listen to him and then you try it out for yourself. And it will help you guys. So I highly, highly recommend you guys go and watch his videos. Like I said, I will be leaving a link with his channel and his videos on his method in the description below. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and continue onward. And hopefully I can actually get through this so I can show you guys how the ending of this high score challenge looks. Because unfortunately, I'm not able to beat this every single time because my luck can be kind of bad with this sometimes. And please defense boost. Okay, good. Because I'm trying not to waste too much special here. I'm gonna go ahead and save the gift shadows for after I deal with the Wibble Wobble here. And I'm actually gonna use Zyx here just so I can get more points. Okay, and that was worth quite a bit of points there. Than it would have been if I had used, say, just Goofy. Okay, I did grab that chest there instead of dealing with those gift shadows. So, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and tackle these guys instead. And actually, I probably should have just used Zyx here, instead of using the Kyrie boost. I wasn't thinking of that, and I wasted too much special there, so I'm going to use Goofy. And honestly, I should have used Zyx there. Using Zyx there alone would have given me way more points. But, with that being said, let's go ahead and move on. And in this case, I'm going to go ahead and use everything because these invisibles, they will kill you if you let all 4 of them live. And plus, Zyx does the perfect amount of hits against these guys if you use the boost like I had there. And of course, we're going to be tapping these guys again, and then using Goofy. Okay, so I should have enough to deal with these gargoyles. And then after this, I am going to head back and get the chests at the beginning that I passed up. And I think, hopefully, Zyx is enough. Okay, Zyx is not enough there. I'm afraid these guys are going to kill me, so I'm going to go ahead and use Xion here. Okay, so now I'm going to grab... Actually, I can skip the chest at the beginning for now, and I'll get it after I deal with these search ghosts. And once you get to the stronger enemies like this, it's okay to not worry about trying to maximize your score, just because you want to make sure that you're defeating these Heartless. That way they don't defeat you. Because if they defeat you, then it's not going to be worth it in the end, because you won't get your high score. Okay, so let's go all the way back and let's get that chest. All the way back at the beginning here. All the way back. Okay, so now we're at max special gauges here. And I have been messing around with this method off camera, so I may not get a higher score than what I already had, because I'm also still kind of learning myself and how to maximize the bonus points myself. And I do apologize to if any of my information is incorrect. That's why I highly recommend you guys go and just watch this video. And in order to defeat these gargoyles, I have to use Xion here. So where am I at score-wise? Okay, so that's actually lower than what I normally get by this point. So I can already tell you that I'm not going to beat my current high score. But that's okay, because I just wanted to kind of show you guys what it was like going in here, trying to figure out what works best for you. And unfortunately, I may actually not defeat these cannon guns either. Nope. Because see, what I need to happen is I need either poison to activate, or I need Xion's attack boost 3 to activate. Okay, so I got lucky and second chance actually activated there, which I was not expecting. So actually, I may have a chance after all. Okay, I'm gonna use Xion here, honestly. Ooh, poison, poison? Oh my gosh, yes! Okay, so actually, I might beat my score. I may have actually lied to you guys. I may actually beat my score here. So actually, this is good. This is very good. I'm gonna go ahead and... what do I want to do here? I'm gonna use Kyrie. Because you can't actually, yes, I did beat my score. So that is good. So I am improving each time that I do this. I was afraid that I messed it up, but I didn't. It actually did work. Oh my goodness. That is awesome. So yeah, that definitely did improve my score. I mean, it's not by a lot, but those extra points that you can earn by maximizing the bonus points you get from defeating each individual enemy can honestly help you. Even if it's just a little bit, that should increase your ranking, you know, a little. So yeah, guys, that being said, hopefully that wasn't too confusing. If it was, I'm sorry. I'm not very good at explaining things. Was that enough? No. Oh man, I went down even further. Earlier, I was like 1,050. Oh man, if I had more score percentage, I would be higher up. But with that being said, guys, go check out Lightkeeper L. Hopefully you guys can get a better score by using his method. And anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and take care.